Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today we are going to be cash planning for my family's pay of June 20th. For those of you who are just joining us, my family uses a zero-based cash budgeting system where every dollar that comes in is designated to a specific purpose, namely either bills, in which case it stays in our bank account and it's just withdrawn on a regular cadence, or it's designated for one of these cash envelopes and the total amount is withdrawn in cash and then stuffed into these envelopes. So today's video is really the process that I use to go through and designate however much cash money we have that are going to be put into these envelopes. This pay is actually a larger pay for my family, so we are going to be cash planning for $1,705. So this is a bi-weekly pay. Most of this money is going to go into these top categories. Those are the ones that I spend from on a weekly basis. There's 4 of us in our family, so groceries is my biggest expense. So I'm just going to put that $1,705 onto here, and that way I can minus out when I've designated certain amounts. So in my groceries category, this has to do us for 2 weeks, and there's 4 of us, so I do about $500. We live in Canada. Groceries are pretty expensive, although we are in southern Canada, so not as much as if we lived in northern Canada, thank goodness. Just because fresh food is a lot more readily available, so we don't have to ship it. Which is phenomenal. Another big expense that my family has is gas. So my husband and I both have vehicles, and our boys are very, very busy with sports. And so we have to make this $200 last for both of us. As most of you are aware, gas is ridiculous. So this typically lasts us 2 weeks. My husband sometimes he does less driving than I do. So sometimes he has a little bit left over, but most of the time we're pretty on par with spending that $200. And by the time the next week happens, we're coasting on fumes and ready for that money to be added into our envelope. Another big expense that we typically have is restaurants. Again, this $500 doesn't get us very far, so we do supplement with some eating out. Again, we have 2 boys in sports that eat us out of house and home. And so because we typically have activities on a regular basis, sometimes rather than grabbing a sandwich, we just grab McDonald's or another fast food place on the way to whatever activity we're going to be attending to. So those are my pretty standard and the biggest expenses. Because I do have a little bit more money this time, I am going to be adding $100 into my emergency fund. That's because it was depleted quite a bit. I had a car issue that needed to get fixed. So between my car maintenance and my emergency, all of that was withdrawn. So I'm trying to build that back up again. My subscriptions also gets a regular $50, so I want to make sure to add that in there. And then same with medical, I also give that $50. So now I have $705, and so I have a little bit more flexibility. I'm going to start up at the top. Again, now that I've gotten my bigger ones done, entertainment, we're in the last week of school and the last week of lacrosse, so we don't have a lot of entertainment, so I'm just going to put $25 in there. I don't think we really need a lot of money. I think for mine and my husband's spending, I'm going to give us each $20. And that just leaves households, which I typically put, $25 in. And that's for things like soap or laundry detergent or something like that. I just remembered for my beauty category, I am going to put $25 in here. I have a hair appointment coming up, so I need to puff that up a little bit. But the rest of these are pretty, oh, actually sports. I'm going to put $100 in there. Just because I have some expenses with year end for sports, and plus hockey registration is coming up, so I need to make sure that that is built up for my registration. Okay. What other ones do I want to do? I am going to put a larger one into my vacation, so I want to put $100 in there, and then I'm going to put $50 in car maintenance, so that leaves $340. Oh, Costco, I'm going to put $50 in Costco. Christmas. Christmas also is going to get $50. I think that's it. I think I can probably just split the rest between the other categories. So clothes, actually, I don't know how much I have in clothes. Clothing, I have 65. I think I'm going to do 25 in clothing. And then content, I think I'll just do 10. I just actually depleted content, but so I don't need any more money in there. So we'll just put a 10 in there. I just bought some items. Gifts, I've got $35. I think I can put 10. And then school's just ending, and I've got $195. Maybe I'll put 20 in there. Okay, so that is that binder. Next, I have my events. So anniversary has 125. I'll just put 10. Birthday has 150. I think I'll just put 10 in there as well. Canada Day is empty, but that's okay. We're not doing anything for Canada Day. We'll just put 10. Easter. Oh, Christmas I already planned for. Easter has nothing, but it's not until next year. So I'm going to put 5. Oh no. Now I've lost track. Okay. Hold on. Halloween. I have 75. I'm going to put 50 in there. Okay. So before I decide on these ones, I have to figure out how much money I have. So it was $117.05. So minus 25, 20, 200, 500, 25, 20, 100. Okay, so I have $90 left. So 20, 20, 20, 20. So that's 80. That leaves me $10 to pump something up. And I think that's going to be Christmas. So we're going to give Christmas $60. There we go. So I have allocated all of my funds now, which is amazing. And now it's just trying to figure out what denominations I need so that when I go to the bank, I know exactly how many 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s I need to figure that out. Most of these are pretty easy. So for 25, I'm going to get a 20 and a 5. Gas, I get 4 50s. 20 and a 5. 20. Restaurants, I do 5 20s just because a lot of restaurants, they need to call the manager with those bigger bills. So 5 20s just lets me avoid that. Beauty is 25. 10. So for most of these, I'm doing as big a bill as possible. Just so that's less I have to condense, because those smaller bills take up a lot of room. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can't do math that well. 3, 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. $17.05. Perfect. So I am perfectly balanced. So that is my cash stuffing or cash planning procedure. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Tomorrow we will be doing my cash stuffing, and then I'll go through this awesome page. If any of you are interested, I did create these on Excel. It just helps me keep track of everything. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, comments are welcome. Thank you.